Hey everyone, it is Phalon back with a new video, and this time we're going to be reviewing Star Trek Picard. And I'm going to just say this up front, there will be some spoilers. Please click off if you haven't seen Picard, because yeah, there will be some major spoilers in here. I am not going to spoil the entire season for you if you are still interested in watching this, but if you're sticking around, be sure to hit that like button. Please subscribe and share this video because it helps me out immensely. Now, before I say whether I liked it or I disliked it, there is something you need to understand. Star Trek Picard is not really a Star Trek show. It doesn't have the same elements that you would find with the original series, Next Generation, DS9, Voyager, Enterprise. This is its own thing. This is, well, to say what my dad said in our live stream that we did recently, this is an after show. This is what happens after the entire series. I liked it, and I did like it. Shocker shock. But this is not Star Trek. It is not meant to be Star Trek. The creators even came out and said, Star Trek Picard is not Star Trek and should not be considered that. But I'm going to go in what I disliked about it first, and then what I liked about it. And you can agree with me, you can disagree with me. Just comment down below, because we'll have a full conversation if you want to. And I will admit, I am not a hardcore Trekkie. That would be my dad and my mom. I'm more of a Star Wars girl, but I did enjoy this. So, first off, what I disliked about this. The story was laggy. It took quite a while to really get into it, and you didn't really have a solid story, or at least the beginnings of a solid story, until Seven of Nine made her appearance, and it was wonderful. Absolutely love Jerry Ryan on here. But let's keep going to the dislikes. I felt like there were no real consequences for the characters, aside from Heard's character, because she is a addict. Her son had to live with it, and really everybody else didn't really face consequences for their actions, which sucked. Especially for a particular character I'm about to bring up, and that is Alison Pill's character. I did not like her. I felt like, yes, she did go through a lot of crap, but she got over it really quickly. And as a friend said, it felt very sociopathic. Yes, I get she was traumatized and she was triggered to destroy anything connected to these androids. And especially with how it ended, she should have had to face a trial for the murder of a particular character, but she didn't. She got to go on her merry way. And considering she is one of the leading people in in androids, it made no sense that she was staying as a doctor on the ship. She should have faced consequences for murder, or they should have had her basically having to recreate a living golem that you could put your consciousness in it to extend your lives. They found a way to extend lives, and it makes no sense that she stayed on the ship at the end. And it's like, really? You just found the fountain of youth and you're just going to abandon it? I didn't like Alison Pill. I do like Alison Pill. I didn't like her character, Dr. Agnes Jurati. Jurati, I felt like, deserved to face consequences. I thought they were going to have her go and face consequences, which would have been nice to see in the show. And she's just, for my understanding, a civilian, so how does that work, especially in a military like the Federation? It is a military. But I'd love to hear from y'all down below. What did you think of Alison Pill's character? Did you think they did right with the character, or do you think she should have faced consequences for murder for all number of things. Instead, she gets to go on her merry way. But there were things I liked about this show. First of all, I liked that it wasn't Star Trek. It felt very mystery, and it had the kind of a spy movie elements, having to sneak around and all number of things, and I loved that about it. And another thing I did like about it, even though it is not Star Trek in my opinion, it did feel like it felt like it was still in the continuity. It wasn't completely ignoring things like the whole Romulan world being destroyed. I like that. I like that it was there. I like that it still felt like it was within the universe people knew, and we did see, or at least hear about the Romulan homeworld being destroyed in J.J. Abrams' Star Trek, which led to the timeline being split off. So I like that. I like that it's showing that, hey, the Kelvin timeline still exists. It is still a thing. But back in the, I guess you could say, it's either the Prime or the Alpha timeline, that, hey, this is going on. These are the consequences that are happening. And of course, I'd leave the best for last. My most favorite thing about the Star Trek Picard show is 7 of 9. She stole the show. I love that about her. I love that she is so awesome, that she can do all these things. But she's not perfect. She is very, very flawed. But that's the human aspect of her. I was really intrigued about the whole her getting integrated, even if briefly, as a Borg queen. But she was still able to step back, that she was still 7. And I love that they kept on using her real name, well, her birth name, Annika, because even the chick that she killed, well, one of the chicks she killed called her Annika, and I'm guessing she revealed that name. They might have been close at one point before she found out the woman was a psycho. But yeah, it's like, she was so awesome. And I love that she still, even though she's given up on a lot of things, she still had hope. She still tried to protect people. She tried to save the former Borgs. And going into that, I did love, and it does fit in with the continuity that I liked, that Locutus, I believe that was Picard's Borg name. I love that they mentioned those names, that they recognized all these people as the specific ones. And it's like, that's great. I love it. Give me more. But I'm a nostalgia girl. So, but yeah, I don't think this show was bad. It has its issues. Oh my lord, does it have its issues that I still want to pull my hair out at. But it's not a bad show. It's just one of those shows you have to think, you can't think about franchises. You just have to think about, these are individual stories, these are somewhat connected to the main universe, but it's its own thing. I don't really want to see this having any crossovers with any other Star Trek shows that may pop up, like Discovery. I don't want this to interact in any way. I don't want this to interact with Strange New Worlds that'll be coming out. I just want it its own thing. The after show of Star Trek. Next Generation. What do y'all think? Do y'all think I'm totally off base? Or what? I'd love to hear from y'all down below in the comment section. And I do have to say, this is my opinion. I'm not expecting y'all to like this show. Could hate this till the cows come home. That is your prerogative. But I enjoyed it. I think other people should watch it and make their own opinion, because just because I liked it doesn't mean you will, or if anyone will. Because there are plenty of people that hate this show so much. But that is neither here nor there. As always, I will catch y'all on the flip side.